your daily dose of English fluency.
Hey there, Master Family. It is so good to see you. Well, hear you again. Welcome back to our cozy corner at the Mr. English Master Podcast. I've been waiting all week to start this conversation, and I am just so glad you're here to be part of it. I am Sarah, and sitting right across from me, looking very relaxed today, is Alex. How are you feeling, Alex?
I am feeling great, Sarah. I have my coffee, the weather is nice, and I am ready to dive into something deep. Thank you for having me back.
I am always happy to have you here. You know, Alex, I was thinking about our school days yesterday. We spent so many years learning English grammar, we learned about science, we learned about history, but there was one thing, one very important thing that no one ever taught us.
Oh, let me guess. Was it how to cook a perfect egg?
Well, that too, but no, I am talking about money. Why is it that we learn everything in English, but we never learn how money actually works?
Wow, that is so true. It's like a secret world, isn't it? We use money every single day, but we are almost afraid to talk about it. It feels like a taboo.
Taboo. That is such a perfect word to start with, Alex. Let's stop for our Master Family and look at that word. A taboo is something that people avoid talking about or doing because they think it is improper or even forbidden by society. For example, in many cultures, asking someone about their salary is a huge social taboo.
Right. It makes people feel very uncomfortable. If I ask a friend, hey, how much do you earn? They might look at me like I just said something very rude. But Sarah, why do we feel this way? Why is money such a taboo?
I think it's because our self-worth is often tied to our bank balance. We think that if we have less money, we are less of a person. It's about our ego. And many of us inherit this feeling from our parents.
Inherit. Let's explain that one. To inherit usually means to receive money or property from someone after they die. But you can also inherit a habit or a way of thinking from your family. For example, I inherited my love for music from my father, and I also inherited his habit of being very careful with money.
Exactly. If your parents always told you that talking about money is bad manners, you grow up believing that. And that creates a lot of stigma.
Stigma, another powerful B2 word. Stigma is a feeling of shame or disapproval that a whole group of people have about something. For example, there used to be a big social stigma around being unemployed, which made people feel very ashamed to talk about it.
Yes, and this stigma keeps us in the dark. Because we don't talk about money, we don't learn about it. We don't learn how to save or how to invest. We just drift. And that drifting often leads to a lot of anxiety.
Anxiety. Let's look at this one. Anxiety is that uncomfortable feeling of worry or nervousness, usually about something that might happen in the future. For example, having a lot of unpaid bills can cause a lot of constant anxiety.
Research actually shows that people with high debt are 3 times more likely to suffer from mental health issues like depression or anxiety. It's not just about the numbers in the bank, it's about the peace in your head.
That is so heavy, Sarah. It makes me think about how many people are suffering in silence because of that money taboo. They are too ashamed to ask for help, so the anxiety just grows.
Exactly. And it's not just between friends. It happens in relationships too. Have you ever heard of financial infidelity, Alex?
Infidelity? That sounds like a very serious word.
It is. Infidelity usually refers to being unfaithful to a partner in a romantic relationship, but financial infidelity is when someone hides money or hides a debt from their partner. Research says about 43% of people hide some financial information from their husband or wife.
43%? Wow, that is almost half of the people. That must break so much trust in home.
It does, because money is not just about coins, it's about transparency.
Transparency. Let's explain this beautiful word. Transparency means being open, clear and honest so that nothing is hidden. For example, in a good relationship, there should be full transparency about how much money is being spent and saved.
Transparency is the charger for trust. When you are transparent, you don't have to hide your phone or worry about secrets. And this is actually a new trend, Alex. Have you heard of loud budgeting?
Loud budgeting? Does that mean people are shouting about their bank accounts in the street?
Not quite. Loud budgeting is a new trend among Gen Z and millennials. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm busy tonight," they're proudly saying, "I'm not coming to dinner because I'm saving money this month." They're being loud and honest about their financial goals.
I love that. It takes away the shame. It says, I'm not poor, I'm just being intentional with my future. It's a complete shift in mindset.
Mindset. Let's stop there. A mindset is your set of attitudes or the way you think about things. For example, having a growth mindset means you believe you can improve your English if you work hard every day.
Right. So a money mindset is how you feel about your wallet. If you have a healthy mindset, you see money as a tool to build a life, not as a judge of who you are.
Exactly. You know, there is something called the Easterlin paradox.
A paradox? That sounds like a puzzle.
It is. A paradox is a situation that seems impossible or contradictory because it contains two opposite facts that are both true. For example, the paradox of choice says that having too many options can actually make it harder to choose and make you less happy.
So, what is the Easterlin paradox?
It says that at a certain level, having more money makes you happier because you can buy food and have a safe home. But once you have enough to be comfortable, having more money doesn't actually make you much happier. In fact, worrying too much about more can take your peace away.
Wow. So there is a limit to how much happiness money can buy. That is very philosophical, Sarah. It means we should focus on having enough rather than always wanting more.
But to know what is enough, you need financial literacy.
Financial literacy. Let's recap this one. It simply means understanding how money works, how to manage it, and how to make it grow.
Yes, and it starts with a conversation. We need to start talking about it with our friends, with our partners, and even with our kids. We need to break the taboo so we can find the clarity.
You know, Sarah, I feel so much lighter after this chat. I used to feel so much stigma about my student loans, but now I realize that talking about it is the first step to fixing it.
Yes, I'm so glad, Alex. That is the power of a real conversation. Master family, we have covered so much today, from taboos to snowballs of wealth. I think it's time for our word tour.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, first one was taboo, something people avoid talking about because it feels improper.
Then we had inherit, receiving a habit or a way of thinking from your family.
Next was stigma, that feeling of social shame or disapproval.
And anxiety, that uncomfortable worry about the future.
Then we talked about infidelity, in this case, hiding financial secrets from a partner.
And transparency, being completely open and honest.
We also used mindset, your attitude or way of thinking about life.
Then paradox, a situation where two opposite things are both true.
And finally, financial literacy, the life skill of understanding how money works.
What a list! Mastering these words will definitely help you feel more confident in any conversation about life.
They really will. Master family, thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to sit with us through this uncomfortable topic today. We truly believe that being a master of English is about more than just grammar. It is about having the words to change your life.
Yes, and if you want to keep growing with us, please hit that subscribe button. Joining the Mr. English Master family means you will never miss a chance to learn something deep and meaningful.
It really does. And if you enjoyed this, you might want to check out our other videos. For example, our episode on overcoming burnout talks about how to manage your energy, or our chat about the 1% progress rule, which is perfect for building new habits, like saving money.
Those videos will definitely give you more knowledge and help your English level reach that B2 goal even faster.
Knowledge is power. Now, before we go, we have a challenge for you, and it is a very honest one.
Oh, I'm curious. What is it?
Master Family, go to the comments right now. We want to ask you this. If your bank account could speak to you today, what is one short piece of advice it would give you?
I love that. Mine would say, Alex, please stop buying so many coffee mugs.
And mine would say, Sarah, be more transparent with your spending this week. Tell us your answer in the comments, or let us know what other topics you want us to dive into next. Do you want to talk about job interviews, or maybe how to stay motivated? Tell us, we are listening.
We really are. Your comments are the heart of this channel.
Take a deep breath. You are doing so much better than you think.
Your future is bright, and your English is growing.
Take care of your wallets and take care of your hearts. We'll see you in the next episode of Mr. English Master.
Stay honest, stay brave. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.